Let me tell you, I love the car business and what it means. People have asked me, how did you become a car salesman? And it's funny, it wasn't like I was in high school going, I want to be a car salesman for the rest of my life. It wasn't like that at all. But it's unique how it happened. I was going to school, going to college, and I wanted to find a way to pay for school. And I went to work at the local Ford dealership there. And at first it was tough, but it didn't take long where I really, really found my passion, the energy, the camaraderie in the dealership. It was so fun. It was so exciting. And probably the best part, next to a home purchase, the car purchase is the second biggest expense that somebody will do. And it's exciting. It's exciting for, that young kid who gets his first car, or the family who's getting their first minivan, and the guy who's getting his sports car. He got this big raise, and it's all such a big part of people's lives, and being a part of that is what makes my job so much fun. Our cars are bigger than just transportation back and forth to work. A car sets the tone for your day or ends your day. When you've had a rough day at work and you're on your way home, there's nothing better than to get behind the wheel of a car, that you smell the leather and the feel of the wheel, and the feel of the engine, and the nice crisp stereo system. It's just a little bit of alone time before you get home that allows me to unwind or prepares me for my day. It's really an extension of my personality and who I am. And it's nice to be able to get into a car. It changes my attitude. And I think most Americans are like that. What really, one thing about Americans we're known for is our cars. Trucks, vans, sports cars, whatever it is, there's just something funny about it. It's just something weird about us Americans, that we love our cars. No doubt about it. Cars are a prominent part of our life story. I remember my first car. And for many of us, it's our first taste of freedom. We're able to get out of the car and go wherever we want. And my first car was a 1977 Mustang II. And no, it wasn't the cool Mustang that you're thinking of. It was army green, it was beat up, and I think I paid about $700 for it. But I loved that car. It was my baby. I cleaned it almost daily, and I had a nice stereo system in there. And I kind of chuckle at some of the memories I had where we were riding around, me and some of my buddies. And oftentimes, it's a 4-seater, but somehow we managed to get 6 or 7 or 8 people in that car. But I'm so fond of the memories of my first car. And I know for many, many people, their first car just holds a special place in their heart. And I think that's just the case with cars in general. So much happens. We spend so much time behind the wheel of our car. It sets the tone for our day, how you feel. And it has some influence on the attitude, your attitude towards going to work. Sometimes you leave the house and things aren't perfect when you leave the house, or maybe you've had a bad day at work and you want to go home and still want to have that special time with your family. Getting behind the wheel of something you're proud to drive, something that smells good, that feels good when you step on the gas, the sound of the stereo system. Maybe it sounds silly to some of you, but for me, it changes the way I feel. And I don't think I'm unique in that. And that's why I love the car business, and why we created this culture at SVG Motors. It's a celebration of the past, the present, and the future of the automobile industry, and how it's such a big part of the American heritage. It's just so much fun. One of the best feelings is when we have a customer that comes to us and they're not sure about their credit score. I mean, this isn't something they do every day, and oftentimes they're concerned that maybe they can't buy the car they really want, when in fact they can. The economy's going well, and the banks are willing to loan money, and there's no better feeling for one of our sales staff to be able to find the car that somebody truly loves to drive, and to be able to fit that vehicle into their budget and be a part of that whole process. It's more than a job. It's something that we're proud to be a part of, and we're humbled and grateful that our customers give us an opportunity to be a part of that huge event.